welcome back to another riveting episode of Audit the Fraudit. In today's episode, we introduce you to a brand new frauditor named Sean Abel with his channel name of And Able Art. Apparently, Sean is an artist that is turning in his honest life for a new life of frauditing. I took a look at some of his art on his website, and it's actually pretty good. So why would a man go from talented artist to frauditor? Well, according to him, it all started very recently at the Montana State Fair, where he stood off to the side near the ticket booth, smiled, and offered passerbys a flyer. If they didn't want one, cool. If they did, even cooler. He was then confronted by 3 separate security guards, 2 deputies, and then men in a golf cart that were rude and insulting to him. However, in the 2 short videos he shows as proof, we either don't see what he's talking about or see that he's over-exaggerating. Actually, the 2 deputies were very nice to him despite him being rude to them. So because of this event, he claims it turned into an accidental First Amendment audit, and I guess he's now a frauditor. He only has 2 subscribers, so I'm guessing the real reason is that he wasn't getting where he wants to be with his art, so he turned to a life of frauditing when he saw that other frauditors have thousands of subscribers. We'll have to keep an eye on this accidental frauditor. Okay, frauditor, please quickly introduce yourself.
Hey everyone, this is Sean with And Able Art. So this is not my typical type of video.
So if this is not your typical type of video, what do you mean by choosing to fraudit now?
Maybe that means this will get some views.
Okay, so you're doing it for the views. Well, that's an honest response at least. So tell me please why you chose frauditing to get your views.
Like a good little capitalist, I took the opportunity presented by Montana Fair, my state fair, to do a little shameless self-promotion by heading to the county fairgrounds with a sign and some flyers to tell people, hey, I'm an artist. I make art and things with art. Trademark. Thing is, the powers that be down there seem to have a little issue with the First Amendment, as they tried really, really hard to run me off, even threatening me with arrest for telling people about pet portraits and silly drawings.
Okay, well, that seems a bit far-fetched. I'm not trying to accuse you of lying, but it seems like you are only giving us a partial story. I'm sure there has to be more to it than the police just didn't like you talking about pet photos, so they tried to run you off. I can see that you will make a great frauditor already. Okay, so let's move on. Tell us about the video we're about to watch.
This clip is of the second time in less than an hour that 2 sheriff deputies approached me about my free speech. Of note would be the female officer's behavior pretty much throughout the whole encounter. You'll see she makes a face when I ask for her badge number, accuses me of accosting people, makes another face when I bring up my right to be there, rewrites history with her addition of out of the blue in my cops shoot people bit, and FYI, cops shoot people.
Well, cops shoot people is such a blanket statement. Are you really saying that cops just shoot all people?
Especially people who reach into their pockets during a police encounter.
Well, why would you reach into your pocket during a police encounter? I mean, you know what, never mind, let's move on. What is your favorite part of your video?
Her reaction to my "do you need a hug" line at the end has got to be my personal favorite.
Well, what about the male deputy? Tell us a little about him.
The male deputy seemed like a fairly nice guy, real chatty and conversational, until the end.
Yeah, well, I didn't think you'd have anything nice to say about him. So, go on, enlighten us with what this tyrant did to you.
This guy just threatened me with arrest for exercising my rights, and is off-put by my not wishing him well. And that's just kind of mental, right?
Well, mental maybe, but I'm not referring to the deputy. Anyway, do you have anything else you want to add before I show your video?
So there you go. Freedom in America these days. Let me know what you think in the comments, unless you're a bootlicking idiot, because I pre-qualified that statement with the word think, and that's clearly not your thing.
Okay, that was just uncalled for. I'm going to have to wrap up this interview now.
Oh, and go to my freaking website for the most nefarious art shenanigans by a middle-aged dude in Montana you've ever seen.
Now, this interview is now over. You can't try to sell anything, and I don't think my viewers will want to buy anything you have to sell now anyway. Let's just watch the video. Good luck in your future accidental fraudits.
So, can I get your name and badge number? Badge number, please.
334, if that's my badge number. That's
Okay.
my call number.
You, sir?
Eder, 393.
Okay.
So, just so we're clear, just kind of stay out of the pathway, everybody, and, keep handing out your flyers and have a good time.
Okay.
You can't accost people when you can't.
Did somebody report that I accosted somebody?
Yeah, that's all.
And what would accosting entail?
Harassing people.
So I'm just standing here asking people if they want a flyer. If they don't want a flyer, they don't take a flyer. It's not that, I don't understand the big deal.
Usually you have to have some type of business license to be here, which is kind of odd.
Do you have some evidence that I don't have a business license?
Do you have one?
Do you have some evidence that I don't have one?
Do you have one you can provide?
Well, that was just stupid. It's up to you to prove that you have a business license. It's not up to them to prove you don't. Just like in a criminal trial, the prosecutor has to prove that you committed the crime. You don't have to prove that you didn't commit the crime. Now, I use the criminal trial as an example because if you decide to keep accidentally frauditing, it's only a matter of time before you will be the defendant in one.
Yeah, I don't answer questions.
So, just please stay out of people's way. And what did you say cops do?
I said that
Before you turned
I
your
asked you.
video
I told you I was going into my pocket to get my phone, and I didn't want you to shoot me
Because
because police shoot people.
just out of the blue. That's what you said.
I didn't say just out of the blue. I said police shoot
Said
people.
that's what cops do. So impeding the walkway, people walking in and out of a place gets to disorderly conduct, and then if we get there, I'll ask you to leave, and then if you fail to leave, it's disorderly persons failing to disperse, and then we get to the point where you get a citation, we make you leave, okay? So I don't want to get anywhere near that.
That's because, according to the Frauditor, you just want to shoot people. You don't want to deal with all the nonsense that comes before it. You just want to get straight to the shooting.
Just please don't impede people's
Haven't.
movement in there, and we won't have any problems, okay?
Well, I mean, it seems like you guys have a problem.
Do you have any questions for me?
No.
We're getting legitimate complaints. We're not just out here harassing you. These are actually legitimate complaints coming in from people.
100 degrees
From
out
people
here.
that work here.
No, from people that are entering the fair.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I don't know
those
what
are
to tell you.
legitimate.
I have a First Amendment right to be here.
I had the same look on my face when I heard what he said. I'm trying to find in the First Amendment where it says everyone has a right to be anywhere they want, and while there, shove flyers in people's faces. Maybe I just missed it. Maybe it's in another amendment. Maybe the Third Amendment. I'll keep looking.
This is free speech. This is a public forum.
We're not saying you can't.
Okay, and I'm telling you, I haven't moved more than a foot off of this divide
Wonderful.
right here.
I have a sneaking suspicion you're not going to want to give me your name.
Why would I give you my name?
Okay.
You want a flyer? I mean, all my info's right there.
What are you doing? You just got in trouble for shoving flyers in people's faces, and now you're trying to shove one on the officer? I don't know if that's dedication or stupidity. Probably both.
I want you to have those. Give out to people, man. You're an artist. You're working. You're doing
Well, I'm
good
trying,
stuff. All right, yeah, it's no
but
problem.
I had security accost me. Since we're using accost, I had security accost me. I had 2 sheriffs tell me I was okay. I had another employee come up and accost me. Called me a dick. The first lady told me I was a white male Republican.
I didn't call you any of those things, though, did I?
I didn't say that you did.
I haven't been rude to you.
I didn't say that you were.
See, there you go. That's all. That's all. Just good interactions. So, do you have any questions for me?
No.
All right, man. Have a good rest of your night. Okay.
Okay.
Nothing. No pleasantries back. Have a nice night. You too, sir.
I'm sorry. Do you need a hug? I can give you a hug.
The next video is a follow-up video with a description of The first day I tried this, I was confronted by 3 security guards, 4 sheriff deputies, and the turd star of this video. It then continues with, the second day I tried this, the turd came back, drove his cute little golf cart directly at me, forcing me out of the way, belittled me, and then tried to block me with a garbage can. Let's take a look at this new load of crap.
Did you make out who I am yet? We went to school together, apparently.
Okay.
Curious.
No,
You're asking my name. It's Craig Peterson.
No, I asked the management guy if he knew who you were by description.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's Craig Peterson.
Congratulations.
Cool.
Anything else I can help you with?
I actually like this, dude. Look at that. You stepped up in the world, for sure.
Sure did.
I make art.
Yep, that's how it works, because we live in Star Trek. I say, computer, make art, and then it goes beep, 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 and then it just makes it.
Well, now I understand more why you had to turn to a new life of frauditing, even if it was on accident, because you don't seem to understand that being rude to people is not a good way to sell your art, and not even a good way to get someone to take your flyer. I guess that also explains why you were just shoving your flyers at people that got the cops called in the first place. It's like you can't decide if you want to sell art or be a rude frauditor. But here's a tip for you. You can't be both, at least not successfully.
That's how that works. Do you guys like a flyer?
Sure.
Thanks, man. Appreciate you.
Sweet! Great for paper airplanes.
Well, another frauditor video bites the dust. The rest of the second video was just him politely handing out flyers and nothing else. If he had done that from the start, he would not have had anyone complain to begin with. Well, it seems that Sean is very familiar with the frauditing language and attitude, so my guess is that we'll be seeing more of this frauditor. I don't see what made him turn to the dark side. At least there's no evidence from his videos, but maybe, just maybe, this was just a temporary moment of insanity, and he'll return to the real world with the rest of us. Anyway, thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please be sure to subscribe so you're notified of when more riveting episodes are published. Have a great day and night.